You know how it is, you've been using your Mac for ages and you've learned how you like to do things along the way, but sometimes you can't shake the feeling that there must be a better way to do things. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. 11 things you need to stop doing on your Mac, along with tips on what you should be doing instead for a way more efficient and productive experience. Okay, let's get into it. Stop writing out the same passages of text over and over, like your home address, email address, or phone number. macOS has a feature that lets you assign these to keyboard shortcuts, making it much easier to input this kind of text. It's called text replacements, and it's really easy to set up and use. Open System Settings, then choose Keyboard from the options on the left. Under the text input section, choose text replacements. Click the small plus icon to create your first replacement. In the replace field, type the shortcut that you want to use for the text replacement. For example, to quickly input your email address, you might use the shortcut @. In the with section, type the text that you want to insert whenever you use this shortcut. Press add when you're happy with your choice, then done. Now, whenever you type on your Mac, simply input the keyboard shortcut that you chose and your text, whatever it may be, will be inserted automatically. And the best part is you're not limited to short snippets like phone numbers or email addresses. If there's an entire email that you send regularly, just write it in the Mail app first as a template, then copy and paste it into the with field. Input your preferred shortcut using the method that we just looked at, and you can hopefully see just how powerful this feature is. You probably already know that you can use the Notes app on your Mac to access the camera of your connected iPhone or iPad to scan a document into Notes. This is all well and good if you actually want the scanned document in Notes, but what if you don't? What if you want it for a completely different purpose? You can use this process in lots of different places on your Mac. For example, in the Mail app, you can tap on the image icon in the upper right corner of an email compose screen and use the same process here. But you can even do this in a Finder window. Right-click in the folder where you want to import your photo or scan and choose Import from iPhone or iPad. Follow the same steps, select the relevant device and the type of image that you want to capture, then capture it on that device. The photo or scanned document will immediately appear in the Finder window that you selected. Your Mac has a sleep mode that conserves power when it's not in use for an extended period. This feature is definitely useful, but there are times when you might want to prevent your Mac from sleeping. For instance, if you're running a process or you're recording a video like I do and your Mac is in the background, you need your Mac to stay awake, and it's a pain having to constantly move your mouse or touch your keyboard. You could of course change your sleep settings every time, but there is a much quicker and easier way, and that's to use Terminal. Press Command and Spacebar to open Spotlight Search, then type Terminal and open it. In Terminal, type caffeinate and press Enter. As long as the terminal window is open, your Mac won't go to sleep. When you're done and you want your Mac to return to normal, simply close the terminal window. Something else you should stop doing on your Mac is any kind of repetitive task that can be automated instead. And that brings me very nicely to the sponsor of today's video, Magical AI, because that's what their tool is all about. Imagine saving 10 hours a week by automating the repetitive work that clogs up your schedule, like writing emails, updating forms, or extracting data from websites. Magical AI is a free Chrome extension that sets up in seconds and works on every site, transforming how you handle these mundane tasks. A feature I'm really impressed with is the automations feature. Let's say that you need to gather information from LinkedIn profiles. Maybe you're prospecting, or you're looking for a new job, or you run your own business. You can open as many tabs as you like of different profiles, and with a few clicks, transfer all the data that you want into a spreadsheet. This feature alone can save you countless hours and works on any site like LinkedIn, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, even work tools like Salesforce or Zendesk. You'll no longer have to copy-paste and waste time on data entry. Another powerful feature is AI Reply. Whether you're responding to emails on Gmail, messages on LinkedIn, or WhatsApp, Magical AI can draft personalized replies for you. Perfect for those situations where you need to send a polite thank you or a quick follow-up without spending time typing out each message manually. If you're ready to work smarter and not harder, download Magical AI today by visiting getmagical.com or clicking the link in the description below. Stop using services like WeTransfer to send large files to people because you probably don't need to. If you use the Mail app on your Mac and have an iCloud account, you can send files up to 5 gigabytes just by attaching them to your email like you would any other file. Now, the file won't actually be sent directly because most recipient inboxes won't allow files that large. Instead, it gets uploaded to iCloud automatically in the background as soon as you hit send, and your recipient will receive a link to download the file at their convenience. Much quicker and much less hassle than using a third-party service. By the way, if you prefer to have content like this in a written format, there's a PDF version of this video complete with screenshots, and you can access it along with all other PDFs I've created, plus future ones, for just $5 a month, or by itself as a one-time payment. You can either scan the QR code that you can see on screen, or follow the link in the description of this video to learn more. Stop using third-party apps like Zoom when all you want to do is share your screen or view someone else's. Your Mac has a built-in feature for this. Press Command and Spacebar to open Spotlight Search, then type Screen Sharing. Open the Screen Sharing app. It might look complicated, it's actually really straightforward. Click on the plus button in the upper right corner. In the Connect To field, type the email address of the person you want to connect with. This must be an email associated with an iCloud account, and if it's a contact in your contacts list with an iCloud account, you can usually just type their name in here. Press Connect, and the person will receive a notification on their Mac letting them know that you're trying to connect to their device. They can either accept, decline, or block the connection. If they accept, they can choose to let you observe their screen or give you full control, allowing you to use your keyboard and mouse to operate their computer. This is obviously really useful if you're trying to fix a problem for someone or show them how to do something on their computer. When you're finished, just quit the screen sharing app to end the connection. If you need to convert or resize images on your Mac, stop doing it manually with software or uploading them to dodgy websites where you have no control over what happens to your images once you've uploaded them. Your Mac has built-in tools for this. Simply locate the images in a Finder window, select them and right-click. Go to Quick Actions and choose Convert Image. In the Format field, select JPEG, PNG or HEIF. In the Image Size field, choose Actual Size, Large, Medium or Small. Your Mac will estimate the file sizes for you to help you choose. Tick Preserve Metadata to keep metadata or leave it unchecked to remove it. When ready, press Convert and your Mac will create a bunch of nicely converted images for you. Stop using your Mac's built-in webcam for important meetings. No matter how you look at it, quality isn't that great. But don't lug around an external webcam either. Chances are your iPhone can do a better job. If your Mac and iPhone meet the continuity camera requirements, you can easily use your iPhone as a webcam. Ensure both devices are signed into the same Apple ID and have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled. Open an app like FaceTime and your Mac should recognize your iPhone as a camera and microphone source. Position your iPhone with the rear camera facing you and enjoy a much better image quality for your FaceTime call. If you plan to use this trick frequently, consider investing in an affordable accessory like the Belkin iPhone mount. It sits on top of your Mac's display and positions your iPhone perfectly using MagSafe, and I think I paid around £20 for this. Stop using third-party sites and services to share photos and videos captured on your iPhone with Android owners. Instead, use the Photos app on your Mac. Select the photos and videos that you want to share, right-click and choose Share. In the Share sheet, tap on Copy iCloud link. This will generate a link to a temporary iCloud album, which you can then email or message to your friends and family. They'll have 30 days to access or download the images and videos before the album is automatically deleted. If you use your Mac's trackpad, stop using your thumb and finger to drag items around. There's a much easier way to do this, though the option to enable it is somewhat hidden in Settings. Go to System Settings, then Accessibility. In the Motor section, choose Pointer Control. Select Trackpad Options, ensure that Use Trackpad for Dragging is enabled, and set the dragging style to 3-finger drag. Click OK. Now to drag a window, simply use 3 fingers on the trackpad at the top of the window, and you can move it around as usual. If you've received a PDF file that needs to be completed and sent back, stop printing it out, filling it in offline, and then scanning it back into your computer. Instead, use the Preview feature in macOS Sonoma. It can identify fillable fields, even in scanned documents, and you can use the Autofill button at the top of the preview window to create fields for typing in your information. Once you've entered all the necessary details, simply save the PDF and send it wherever you need it. Oh, and if you need to sign something, you can use the Signature button in the menu bar just below the document's name. You have 3 options to get your signature into your Mac. First, you can use the trackpad to draw your signature, though I don't know how anyone does this without ending up with a scribble. If you have an iPhone or iPad that meets the continuity system requirements and is connected to the same iCloud account, you can select that device and draw your signature there. This is definitely my favorite method. Alternatively, you can use the camera. Simply write your signature on a sheet of paper, hold it up in front of your Mac's webcam, and your Mac will scan the signature and create an image file that you can insert into PDFs. If you have a file on your Mac that you use as a template, the usual process is to find the file, right-click on it, and choose Duplicate. Then you can safely make changes to the duplicate file. But what happens if you forget to duplicate it? You open the file, you make your changes, and you've ruined your template. There's a really easy way to stop this from ever happening. On the template file, right-click and choose Get Info. In the General section, tick the stationery pad box. This will turn the document into a template. Every time that you double-click to open it, instead of opening the original, it will create a duplicate in the same folder. You can then open the duplicate and make the necessary changes. If you don't want to turn the document into a template, but you prefer to make it read-only to avoid any accidental deletion, choose Locked instead of Stationery Pad. With this option selected, any changes that you make won't be saved. Also, if you try to delete the document, a prompt will warn you that you're about to delete a locked document, preventing you from accidentally deleting it. So there you go, 11 things that you need to stop doing as a Mac owner, along with suggestions for what you could be doing instead to become a more productive Mac user. What do you think? Any tips I should have included? Drop me a comment and let me know. And as ever, if you found this video useful, do please consider leaving me a like and subscribing to my channel for more content like this in the future. See you on the next video.